In today's video, we are going to look at the top 4 ways on how to snorkel. Let's get right into it. Method 1. Getting started. Tip number 1. Get a snorkel and mask you feel comfortable with. Try them on and adjust the straps until it fits. If you can, try them on in the water to make sure there are no leaks. Tip number 2. Put on the mask and tug the straps until it feels comfortably sealed around your eyes and nose. Make sure the snorkel tube is close to your mouth, but don't put it in yet. Tip number 3. Lay flat in the water on your stomach. Place your face in the water at about a 45-degree angle. Tip number 4. Bite gently down on the mouthpiece of the snorkel. Allow your lips to seal around it and hold the snorkel in place. Tip number 5. Take slow, regular breaths in and out through the tube. Breathe slowly, deeply and cautiously with your mouth through your snorkel. No need to panic, you can always lift your head above water if you want. Just relax and become aware of your breaths. Tip number 6. Wear a buoyancy vest. This makes floating on the surface of the water with minimal effort much easier. Many commercial snorkeling locations require a colorful life vest to be worn for safety reasons. Method 2. Learning to keep your airway clear. Tip number 1. Breathe cautiously. On any snorkeling adventure you are bound to get some water in your tube at some point, sometimes either due to surf conditions or excessive splashing, or by letting your head dip too low in the water. Tip number 2. Hold your breath and place your head below the water, submerging the end of the snorkel. You should feel that water is entering the snorkel barrel. Tip number 3. Surface your head without lifting it out of the water. Make sure the end of the tube is in the air this time. Tip number 4. Exhale through your mouth quickly and forcefully into the snorkel. This blast method of snorkel clearing will remove nearly all the water from your snorkel. Tip number 5. Expel any remaining amount of water with a second forceful blast. By repeating the blast method you should clear any water that enters into the snorkel. Tip number 6. Master airway control. Sometimes you'll get water in your tube when you have no air in your lungs. If there is only a little water, inhale slowly and carefully without letting water into your mouth until you have enough air for a full blast. Tip number 7. Learn to dive. Once you get adept at clearing your airway, you can consider diving below the surface of the water to get a better look at something nifty. Take a deep breath and swim down. Method 3. Swimming with a snorkel. Tip number 1. Use fins on your feet. Wearing fins will amplify your movements and let you move forward quickly without a lot of disruptive splashing. Tip number 2. Hold your arms at your sides to reduce drag and extend your legs so that the fins are pointed behind you. Keep your legs fairly close together. Tip number 3. With your knees slightly bent, kick slowly and powerfully with the fins. Keep your fin stroke movements smooth and relaxed. Try to move from the hip to make use of your thigh muscles and avoid kicking with your knees, as this will only waste your energy. Tip number 4. Kick farther down and less upwards whilst arching your back upward. The right snorkeling technique to power yourself forward with the downward strokes. Tip number 5. Keep your fins below the water when kicking. Try to avoid splashing as this will scare off the fish and can be annoying to other swimmers around you. Tip number 6. Float with the waves. Snorkeling is best done on gentle waters, but even there you should learn to adjust your movements to the up and down surging of the waves. Tip number 7. Swim at a steady comfortable pace to conserve your energy. Snorkeling is not a race, and a good session can last for hours. Method 4. Having a good snorkel experience. Tip number 1. Pick the right spot. You want to snorkel in an area that has relatively calm waters and a vibrant mix of benign marine life. Shallow waters above coral reefs are great, as are some deeper spots best accessed by boat. Tip number 2. Go out on a sunny day. Even with a mask it's hard to see much underwater if the sky is dark and gloomy. Snorkel in the middle of a bright day when the water is clear of silt. Tip number 3. Learn to recognize different fish and coral. Seen one fish, seen them all? Not if you know what you are looking at. Memorize the shapes and colors of different kinds of fish that inhabit your local beaches and you can turn your simple swim into an aquatic zoological survey. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. If you have any comments or questions, please leave it on a comment section below. For more information, please check out the links in the description.